Hi and welcome back, my name is Emily. In this video I will be sharing how to create a new fresh take on some older products that you might have already in your stash or that you are considering purchasing, because this is a really fun one. I will create my own pattern paper, and I started off by taking a text die from Trinity stamps called encouragement text. I just stamped it out on some white paper with some gray ink, and then I cut out the little ghost from the Brew die set, also from Trinity stamps, and I cut it out of the pattern paper that we just created, and as well as I cut it out of some gold glitter cardstock, and then I cut it in half and adhere the pieces down to our text piece, so we get a little embellish here. And on some parts I thought it was a little bit too much gold, so then I cut it again. Since these images are pretty large, I needed 5 of these little ghosts, and then for the eyes I just took some glue to the backside of my ghost and adhered some black paper just to make that stand out. There is also this little spider and some leaves that I cut out, and now I will adhere all of this down to a pink card base or a card panel that I cut to be an A2 size, and I will cut that down to be slightly smaller later on in this video. And for my leaves I just played around with the placement. I really like this color combination of the pink, the yellow and the sort of muted orange. I had some more bright orange to the side there, you probably can see them, but they never made it to the page because I thought it looked a little bit too much. I will cut off all of the overhang of my ghost so we have a more clean panel. And then I will play around with the ghost. I actually raised them up with some dimension. That is something I like to do when I'm creating background patterns with die cuts, just to play around with the dimension. Sometimes I'm making dimension on all of my images, but for this one I just kept it really simple and adhered my spiders with some dimension. And to fill my pattern out, I cut a couple of extra ghosts and just made sure that I had some overhang. When you do stuff like this, it really helps the panel look like you filled in and the pattern was continuous. And so that is what I'm doing at the moment here. I just moved my spider so I didn't cut that. And then I cut out a hello die that comes from the Hello Beautiful Sentiments. That is also an older one from Trinity stamps. I cut it out of some pink cardstock, and then I will coat it with some sticky ink here and just use some embossing powder on top of it, and then I will heat set it just to get some glitter on top of it. I didn't have any pink glitter cardstock in my stash, so I created my own one. And then I stacked a couple of layers of the same hello die in, and I adhered the pink one on top, and that brought a lot of dimension to the sentiment, so it stands out against our really busy background pattern here. I also cut it out of some black because I thought in the beginning here that I needed a shadow for my word, but when I cut and stacked so many layers, it wasn't necessary in the end. And as you can see, I cut my panel to be slightly smaller than an A2 size card front, and then I will adhere all of this down to a standard card base. I hope you enjoyed watching this video on how to create a new take on older products and got inspired to create something similar. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye!